Hello everybody, this is Solartiger with another aquarium video, and as you know by now, this is my 3-gallon betta aquarium, and I just want to talk about having plants in your aquarium. Now, I like to have real plants in my aquarium because they are beneficial to your fish as they improve the water quality. They use up nutrients in the water and they compete with the algae, so the nutrients that your plants use are not available for the algae to grow, so that's a good thing. Also, plants provide shelter for your fish, and thirdly, they look nice and enhance the appearance of your aquarium. And if you choose the right plants, they are easy to grow, and with that in mind, I would not recommend plastic plants. I just do not like plastic plants, but you may have your reasons for using them. But I prefer live plants. I think they look better, and that's what I use in my tank. So this is the 3-gallon betta aquarium. It's 3 gallons without the substrate, so it's a very small tank. It is heated with a heater to 26 to 27 degrees centigrade, which is 78 to 80 in Fahrenheit. The tank is lit by a single 6-watt LED bulb, which is equivalent to a 40 incandescent, and the colour temperature of this bulb is 6500 Kelvin. It's a daylight bulb, so nothing fancy in the lighting department. The bulb cost a whopping £2.99 from a discount store. So, right, this video is mainly about this plant here, which is water Wisteria, or Hydrophila deformis, and I have it in 2 of my tanks. I have it in my betta aquarium and in my 20-gallon, and out of the 2 it grows much better in my 3-gallon tank, so it grows very well here. Now, in this tank there's this regular gravel. There's no expensive special plant substrate, and I just dose with a liquid fertilizer twice a week. That was inexpensive, that I bought from eBay. You buy it as a dry powder and you mix it with water, and you just add a little bit each time you do a water change. I add a squirt or 2, I don't even measure it, and it seems to be doing the trick. So this is the Hydrophila deformis, or water Wisteria. Now, I put in here, I think 2 or 3 stalks about a month ago, and it has just grown like mad. People said this plant was easy to grow on YouTube, and from my experience, they're 100% right. This thing just grows like mad when you provide it with conditions it likes. I find with this that it likes a bright light. Bright light makes it grow, and as I said, this is a very inexpensive light. It's a 6-watt LED bulb that cost a grand sum of £2.99. You do not need anything fancy to get good results with this plant. You just stick it in regular gravel under a reasonably bright light, add a little liquid fertilizer once or twice a week, and it just grows. It grows like crazy, this plant. So from 3 stems I now have a jungle. and I've had to prune this in the 4 weeks it's been in here, and pruning it makes it grow even faster. So I can't say anything bad about this plant. It just grows like crazy. So I would recommend this as a beginner plant. I'm saying here that it grows well in a shallow aquarium for me. So I'll just spin you around to the 20 gallon. This is a 20 gallon aquarium with fancy T5 fluorescent tubes. There's 48 watts worth on here, and okay, this tank is deeper and it doesn't grow as well. It's plagued by the brown hairy algae, and it grows at the tips, but it's not growing too great in this tank. So I'm not sure what's up with this, and I have it in my 2 tanks. So this is the 20 gallon, it's deeper but has brighter lights, but it doesn't grow as well. We go back to the other aquarium. So this is the water Wisteria, and you can see you can see that it grows like a jungle. It spreads because the way it spreads is that from the stems there are roots coming out of the stems, and if I come around the side here, you can see that, let me just focus a bit, as soon as the roots reach the substrate, they just grow and it creeps along the substrate, and that's how it spreads. And so if you fulfill these simple conditions of reasonably bright light, you add a liquid fertilizer once or twice a week, and this thing just grows like mad. So I would recommend this plant 100% in your aquarium. So I find that it grows best in a shallow aquarium. This is my betta aquarium. So I would recommend water Wisteria. The only thing I will say about this is that it does tend to shed little bits of leaves, and you can see here in the middle it gets sucked into the filter intake, but every single leaf or bit of leaf grows roots, and we'll have lots of bits floating around. It's just a thing with water Wisteria. It's my betta. I have a half moon betta, and he looks nice against the plants. The plants provide shelter. So that's the water Wisteria. The light plays havoc with the camera a bit. So it's easy to take care of, is water Wisteria, and you can see that is the stem, and it just grows roots along the stem. That's the easiest way to propagate it. You just cut off a bit with some roots and stick it in the substrate, and away it goes. From my experience is that whenever you prune it, it just grows faster, and the new growth has different shaped leaves. They're a lot bigger than the older leaves, which have finer forks in them. So that's how that is. So this plant is very easy to care for, and it favours shallow aquariums. The only thing I will say is that if you have a smallish tank, that it will take over your tank very quickly, so you will have to prune it fairly frequently. So that's the water wisteria. Also I have a Cryptocorin. Now Crips like a bit of nutrients in the substrate, so they benefit from root tabs in the substrate. Again, you can buy a pack of root tabs for £4 or £5 and they'll keep you going for a while. So Crips are slower growing, and you can get green and brown ones. This one is a green Wentai or Wedditai, I think that's how it's pronounced. So that's the Crips. Crips do well in lower light. So that's the Cryptocorin. I have some pennywort in the back, or Hydrophila. I have mixed results with that. Is that I find that it tends to attract algae. So I have mixed feelings on this plant. So if you're going to plant your betta tank, I would recommend water wisteria and so Crips. The only thing is with Crips is when you first buy them and plant them, they tend to suffer from crypt melt. They melt away, the leaves die off, and you think your plant is dying, but after a week or two you'll start seeing new growth, and if you're patient, then when the plant has adjusted to your tank conditions, it will start to grow again. So root tabs in the substrate is good for Crips, and I use a liquid fertilizer in the water. I add a squirt or two once or twice a week, as I said, and everything goes great in my planted betta aquarium. So this is Solartiger with a plant video on my 3-gallon betta aquarium. So you got no excuse for not putting live plants in your aquarium. If you choose the right plants, they are easy to grow, and I can't recommend water wisteria high enough. So, but you will need to prune it, otherwise it will completely take over your tank. That's the only thing I'm going to say. So this is Solartiger saying thank you for watching my betta aquarium video, and until next time, if you like my video, please subscribe to my channel, and you can leave comments as well. And until next time, this is Solartiger saying thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.